Saka brought this team as a teenager. So if you're keeping track of the Arsenal players on international duty, you would have realised that most players are on form. Most players are absolutely ripping up the tournament for their respective international teams. When you think about Kivio for Poland, magnificent. His long balls are immaculate. The way he gets the ball over the left-hand side and then switch it over to the... Man, I'm saying that Kivio is so underrated, and not just for opponents, even our very own Arsenal fans, we underestimate Kivio. Trossard, yes, Belgium lost yesterday. However, he's still done a bit. I see him missed the open goal. He tried to chip the keeper. Unfortunately, it went over the bar, but he tried. When you think about Declan Rice, when you think about Saka, absolutely man of the match performance, considering how they were slating Saka when they lost England. The media, I should say, was slating Saka when they lost that friendly, and now Saka was the one that basically was bringing him. It was Saka, Declan Rice, and Jude Bellingham was bringing him. Now you understand the Real Madrid guy, yeah? But Saka, a lot of people has been saying that, why are we having Saka in the team? We've got Foden, we've got Cole Palmer, why have we got Saka? But now we see why we've got Saka, because Saka, believe it or not, is one of the best players for England, right? And I say believe it or not because lots of opponents fan, opposition fan, they love to have this little debate and having Saka as the benchmark. And this is how I know that this guy's world class. Why are you going to have him as the benchmark? Why are you going to have him as the standard? You only have people as a standard. You only have people in certain brackets because you respect them. Even subconsciously, people respect Saka without even realizing. If you're going to compare all the best young players to Saka, that simply means that you respect him on a certain level. So now we're going to get into the video, see how some of our players play on international duty. So forget all the talking, let's get down to the action. Let's get into it. So before we take a look into the highlights of William Saliba, let's take a look at some of his stats. 100% duel won, 100% take-ons completed, 92% passing accuracy. But I'm scratching my head a bit because 100% take-ons completed. I've seen a few moments in the match where Saliba actually kind of lost the ball. So I don't know if they, well, based off the stats, it seems like they gave the fault that happened between. I remember a clear instance down their half where Saliba and Kante was playing with each other, and then somehow they lost the ball. And I was thinking this Saliba, and thought everyone's going to blame Saliba, but according to his stats, no one blamed him. Well, the stats, whoever made these stats didn't blame him. So 92% passing accuracy, 37 passes, 5 possession, 1, 2 clearances, E1 possession more times than any other player on on the pitch. E1 possession. Now, a lot of people have been calling to play Konate, and France play Kondo's at right back, which is surprising because he's a centre back. So I'm happy because I've heard in an interview that Saliba saying that, listen, he wants to be a legend at the Arsenal and he wants to be a legend for France. So man, these are things that I love to hear. I love to see commitment from our boys. And he's an Arsenal fan from he was a lad, from he was a young boy. You seen him in his Arsenal kit when he was a youngster. He's been supporting the Arsenal ever since he was young. So I love it. Future captain. Everyone's been saying it. Everyone knows that this guy is a potential future captain. Well, not even potential. He is a future captain. And it comes down to how long Odegaard is going to stay at the club for, right? Because whenever he goes, Saliba, well, perhaps before he goes, who knows what's going to happen in the future. But Saliba so far has been immense for us. And now it looks like he's willing to take on that charge for France. If you listen to my last video, I was saying that this guy is one of the best defenders in the world, if not the best right now. And for him not to be picked for France because of some, I don't know, the politics that Didier Deschamps is playing with his squad, but it's a shame. It's shambles. And finally, we're getting to see our star boy. And I don't want to be I don't want us to confuse Saka with Saliba, right? We've got two star boys. I'm not talking about Saka. I'm talking about the Rolls Royce of defending, William Saliba. Now we're going to take a look into some of his highlights of the match because he had an absolutely brilliant match. And let me give you a heads up right now. He was not playing his position that he normally plays for Arsenal. That's an heads up, right? And when I saw that, I'm like, man, this guy, his potential is unlimited. Let's take a look at it. So far we see Saliba playing on the left-hand side of the centre-back, left centre-back. we know that Saliba is a right-footed player playing on the left side of defense. That's Gabriel Magalhaes' position. So I love it, because then this is developing the overall game of Saliba, and he had a good match considering it's not his favorite position. And I think that many people will miss this. People will criticize, people will judge if he does a misplaced pass, if he tried to do a take on and he get caught up position. The spaces he picks up, people will criticize him without even understanding what really happened in this match. And the fact of the matter is that he was playing in a position he's not used to playing. This is Gabriel Magalhaes' position for the Arsenal, and he's playing it for France national team. And he had a superb match. So we see him right now covering. This is what I was on about. Look at this. So you see him trying to get out of trouble. This is things that Didier Deschamps doesn't like, right? He lost the ball. So I would personally give him, he tried to do a take on and he lost the ball. I would give that, but the people that's doing the stats, they didn't give that. But overall, you see, just cleaning up. Simple. Just cleaning up. Austria didn't have a out and out striker, I would say, a recognized world-class or quality striker to give him problems. But even so, we've seen William Saliba. He's not scared, he's not threatened, he doesn't feel anxiety. This guy doesn't feel the pressure. So he's defending now on the left hand side. You see the change, the changing of his body is very important, because on the other side he changed his body to the next side. So it only takes a split second for you to make a mistake for that striker to get in or get ahead of you to even have a shot on target. And William Saliba always concentrating. I've heard him said in the interview that, listen, he's always concentrating. He's concentrating all the time, because the one moment you switch off, that's the time you're going to concede. And I love it. I love it. I love his understanding of the game. I love his discipline. The fans are chanting him, chanting his name. The fans are singing and screaming his name. Oh, Saliba! He's zoned out. He doesn't want to hear it because he's focused on the game, and that takes discipline. You know, some players, it gets to their head when the fans started to sing their name. It gets to their head, but not Saliba. He's just tuned out. He hears it, but he's not paying attention to it. Once again, just blocking those passing lanes. Both defenders just shutting that door on the striker. Once again, covering for his upper. And as I'm saying that this shows you that Didier Deschamps can't ignore his qualities any longer, because to be playing Saliba in the team and to play Conde and the right back shows you that he's trying to facilitate Saliba, because normally Saliba is not in the team, right? And Conde most of the time is in the centre back, or he picks someone else, but it's not going to be Saliba most of the times because he doesn't like him. But Saliba just cleaning up as usual, aggressive, strong, quick, agile. Look at that, reading the game quick. And that's what I'm saying, William Saliba had a superb match. Now we're going to get straight into the next one. No delaying. We don't want to make this video too long. We're going to get straight into the next one. And the next one, you know who it is. So we're here watching the star boy, Bukayo Saka. And he had an absolutely brilliant match. We hear people saying, as I said before, that Foden should start, Cole Palmer should start over Saka. But Saka, look at these runs. He's right, Saka. If Saka was not on the pitch, Jude Bellingham would not receive a quality ball like that. And you see, he's just taking up the space. He's just turning, twisting, looking for the gaps. The same way he plays for Arsenal, he just carry over the same. Because I don't know, Foden is not. He doesn't respond well to responsibilities, especially for England. That's how I read it. But Saka, look at this. Look at the performances. Look at it. It's unreal, and it's a disrespect for fans and the media to be acting like they don't need Saka. Right now, I believe they need Saka more than any other player in this England team. Even Harry Kane, because look, Harry Kane was playing. What did he do? Now, I'm not saying Harry Kane is a poor player. He just didn't have a good match. But Saka is always intricate. He's very can't see them doing much. And once again, he's proven. So you know what time it is? It's Declan Rice, and another brilliant performance once again. Hardly put a foot wrong. Yes, he lost the ball a few times, but that's to be expected. First match of the campaign. And it sounds like I'm just making excuses for him, which I am. I'm not even going to hide. He's an Arsenal player. I'm always going to pick up for my Gunners, guys, especially when he came into the match. He's the third best player on the pitch. So you have to cut him some slack. Jude Bellingham was the best player. And incredible that these two guys don't get enough credit they deserve. Everyone else get credit. I think it's just the Arsenal hate. It's so... I don't even want to talk about it. Anyways, Declan Rice had a superb match. So we see him right now in defence. He's just everywhere doing everything all the time. And he was playing a bit more of a defensive role in the team. covering the defenders. Look at that last ditching challenge. These are the chances that could actually lead to a shot and lead to a goal, because England only won 1-0, so they only needed one shot on goal, that the keeper missed or anything, deflection that led to a goal, and it's a draw, or even got another one, it's a loss. So Declan Rice was instrumental to the success of this England team, basically holding on to that 1-0 lead and going on to win the match. Yes, so Declan Rice is recycling the ball, passing out, switching, nice switch. And he's improving his passing range, which I love to see. Brilliant match from Declan Rice. Top quality midfielder. I believe this is going to be his poorest match in the from strength to strength. If England doesn't get knockout, it's just going to go strength for strength. Saka is going to go from strength to strength. Yeah. And I'm loving it right now. I'm absolutely loving it. Hopefully they can have a nice long rest after this. I'm partially wanting them to get knockout, really. I want, so that they can have a good holiday. They can have a good break, have some good rest with their families, enjoy themselves, and come back rejuvenated for the next for next season. That's my selfish desire right now. Yeah, so man, yeah. So this is the last one we've got for you. We've got Kai Havertz, and as I've been saying, Kai Havertz is an improved player. Kai Havertz looks to be a different player from the one that was playing for Chelsea. It looks to be that the Kai Havertz that used to play for Bayern Leverkusen, his technical ability, it looks like he's improved a lot, which he hasn't. It's just that it was dormant. It was lying dormant within him. And it takes a good manager to bring that out. It takes a good quality team to bring that out in him. And Arsenal has. Chelsea couldn't bring it out in him. Arsenal has. And I love it. And brilliant. I believe he should have had that shot there. Right there. He took it back and passing it off. Even though it led to a goal, I believe that he should have. That's what I want my striker to do. Take them chances. As soon as you can see the goal, take that chance. Take that shot. Don't be cutting. You're a striker. Don't be trying to cut back all the time looking for a pass. Just take it on your left. He's on his favourite foot. And these are the things that I'm saying, that man, even though I know Kai Havertz has been good this season, brilliant free. Need a striker that will take chances, that will finish chances. And especially I see a handball. I see us being linked with two strikers, and I know the profile Arteta's guy we've been linked with. Osimhen we've been linked with. Sesko we've been linked. Even this new guy that we've been linked with, I'm going to do a video on him. Look out. Because that we've been linked with, they're all tall, they're all aggressive, they're all strong. And Kai Havertz is basically living up to his name right now. Brilliant penalty. The start and run, just straight down the middle of the goal. No, nothing difficult, nothing to think about. Just marking the tournament. He's got a goal and assist. Basically, he's got a GA of 2 in 2 matches. So far, I'm saying the Arsenal boys are doing well. I know that Trossard is on the receiving end of a loss, as what I said before, and it was his fault. He's okay. So I believe that he deserved to be cut some slack. Once again, Arsenal player. My bias, my Arsenal hat may come out at times when I talk about the Arsenal guys. That's just how it is, and it's always gonna be like that. Because it's bad enough that most fans, opposition fans, are always criticizing our players. Why am I, as an Arsenal fan, gonna help them to banter my own club? Why am I gonna help them to destroy my own club, to criticize my own players? I'm not having that. When my players have a bad match, I will critique that performance, but I won't criticize the player or the ability of the player. I won't criticize that, because I know that once Arteta signed that guy, there's a reason why. So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure to hit the like button, comment, let me know what you thought on these matches. Perhaps you saw something that I missed. Let me know in the comment box below what you saw, how these players will develop further on in the tournament. What's your expectation on individual players? What's your expectation on Saka? Is Saka gonna have 10 GA in this tournament? What's the expectation on Declan Rice? What's the expectation on Trossard? All these Arsenal players. Havertz, he's already got 2 GA already in the tournament, right? I said 2 matches. He's got 1. I said 2 matches. He's only 1. He's got 2 GA in 1 match, right? Big mistake, but he assist and then he scored, right? That 5-1 victory, right? So I love it, man. I love it. So catch you next video, guys. Goodbye.